Hi, I'm Vagmi Mudumbai, the CTO of Sedin Technologies.
How do you see Canada as an investment destination? What are some of the factors that made you and your organization choose Canada?
So we were a services company. We were growing quite aggressively, and we had a lot of clients in the US, and who wanted them to be serviced, from closer to where they are. And I mean, the immigration system was essentially putting a limit on how fast we could grow. And so we wanted to get our key people in here, and also I wanted to be personally there so that I could expand the team. So I think Canada was a very welcoming country. I've been here 2 years. I have two kids as well, and I think it's a great move both for my business and for my family. So it was a no-brainer. The first time when we came here, OMB basically got us in here to show us the province and all that. And so one of the common refrain that I heard from ONB even before I came here was that everything is close in Fredericton. It's all 5 minutes. It's all 10 minutes. And for a guy who was in Chennai at that time, and we had like a hour-long commute anywhere you wanted to go, I thought they were just selling it, And then I came here and I found this is amazing because it's a pretty small community. At the same time, it has all the amenities of the big city, right? And so pretty much anywhere to anywhere in Fredericton is really like 5 to 10 minutes, and that drastically makes a difference on your plans. Like, for example, you could be done at 5 o'clock at the office and be at home with your kids at 5:10, 5:15. And that just you just feel that you have a lot more time, and you have a lot more time to live life here.
What about the availability of talent? Has it been easy so far to find the talent you need to grow?
Absolutely. I mean, recruiting for tech is hard in any city. If you have more people in the city, they're just more employers. So I think it's a constant pretty much on the amount of effort that you have to put in to get smart people to join you. That's a given. We've got 3 hires from the tech side from UNB. We've also got people from STU and the management streams of UNB also to join. I think in all we have about 6 people from UNB that we've taken and who have worked with us. Who are working with us both as co-ops and graduates.
So are you saying that the academic and overall sort of talent support ecosystem is supportive of organizations like yours that come from abroad that bring something new?
Absolutely. And especially given the structure of their co-op programs and all that, I think they have a very good feedback cycle from the industry on what is expected. And I think they make both NBCC and UNB and STU make course corrections in their programs to better suit the market's needs.
And overall, how welcoming would you say was the Fredericton business community to a company that comes out of India and in a sense perhaps competes with them too?
I think it's been quite refreshing, right? I mean, I think we are not seen so much as competition, but more like increasing the size of the pie. I think more competition there is, more people come to be. You kind of grow the ecosystem, right? To be there, and I think existing businesses definitely realize this, and they are very welcoming, and they provide the necessary support. When we came and set up here in Sedin Technologies, I think Blue Spurs was just being acquired by Delight at that point in time, and I had a very interesting conversation with the founder there in one of the meetups that they had organized. So. And of course, there is always UNB and their entrepreneurship program, and ONB is always there to make up those kind of like very interesting, introductions. To give you an instance, I think they introduced us to AV Nakwik, which is a paper processing plant here, and they found that we might have a solution that might fit their needs. It's not that they were going and selling for them; they just made the introduction, and we were a very good fit. And we ended up working with Avian Aquic as a customer there. I think it's the whole ecosystem there has, it's pretty welcoming, and I think it would be, appropriate for anybody.
You've shared a lot of very positive points about Fredericton and Canada, from the immigration to the talent to the culture and the ease of doing business. You've been here long enough, I think, to also be a bit critical. I'd love to hear what you think can be improved specifically for us to continue to attract more foreign investment.
This 2020 has been a bit of a downer for everybody, I suppose, right? And some of what I may say is not appropriate during the pandemic time, but definitely I felt it before this whole onset of pandemic. I think one thing is having a better mobility between these provinces, Atlantic provinces, would be better. I know, like for example, when meetups happen, it would be nice if there's this rotating schedule of these meetups that happen. Some in Moncton and some in Fredericton at some other point in time, and so on and so forth. That would be very nice. And I really missed a direct flight out from Fredericton to New York or Boston or things like that. So I travel quite a bit to meet my clients, and having to jump to Toronto or Montreal to every time go there, it's definitely doable. It's not. It is rare enough that it's not. It doesn't stop me, but it is definitely a pain. I would really like to have a international airport in Fredericton.
You've already gone through 2 winters, so you're equipped. I'm sure you have your boots, your gloves, your hats.
Yeah, you would still need that wherever you are in Fredericton or pretty much any part of this kind of like North America. You still need that. Yes, winters are cold, but the people are extremely warm. I think people more than make up for the weather here.
So if I asked you to kind of summarize your points to a floor of potential investors, Indian or from elsewhere, how would you summarize in a few minutes why they should invest or at least consider investing in Fredericton and the region?
First one is your proximity to the US East Coast. I think that the second one would be the cost of living. I think the cost of doing businesses here is significantly less when compared to your cost of operations in US or even in Toronto or urban centers like that. And the third one is just the quality of life in terms of your family. I think you would absolutely love it here. The nature, the trails, the amazing trips that you can take. Definitely, you should do it.
If you could pitch the Prime Minister or the local or provincial authorities, or your peers, the community, who would you choose to pitch, and what would you say to try to strengthen and even improve Fredericton's attractiveness to foreign investors?
Two things I would say. One, to the industry would be to have more conferences in the region where we have specifically focused on deep cutting edge tech that the companies here are working on already. So that would be one. And basically for people who are doing policy and infrastructure and all that, to basically look at our connectivity here and improve the connectivity not only within Canada but also to the US from here.